It's not a yes or no question.
But
so, Hafiz, what's your issue with this? Go ahead.
So it's always an interesting conversation because to me, like one of the things I'm obsessed with, and Dr. Peterson talks about this so well, is that the more your words are in line with the truth, the more powerful those words are. And I don't know where you are, if you believe in God or not. I don't know who kind of person you are, but like when you line your words up with God, like that's when, to me, your words have the most weight. Dr. Peterson, that's why I feel like he's so powerful. His words transcend humanity and it speaks on this divine level. And so to me, when you're giving advice, your advice has to be as in line with what God believes the world should run as possible. And so to me, the best advice benefits men and benefits women. That's the best advice. To your opinion, we had 70 years of advice only benefiting women and men suffering as because of it. That is a lie. That is wrong. And the opposite extreme is wrong as well. A world where it all benefits men and the women don't benefit, it's wrong. That's why it's about the balance. And so to me, I'm very curious about, I love her questions because it was like, it's not a gotcha question. It was a genuine, serious question. Shout out my guy, AMS. I love AMS. He did a video about, advice I would give to my daughter where he actually answers the questions directly. And so to me, I'm very interested in those questions because like when I would watch Kevin Samuels and God rest the dead, and it was so powerful because he would always push women to being married because he knew the beauty and the value and the protection and the safety like being a woman and being married. Nobody wants their daughter to be 41 years old, single, baby mama of 3. Nobody wants that for their daughter, especially if they want kids. So to me, I think the part of the conversation needs to be, is this information benefiting both human beings? When you're on Team Men, it only needs to benefit Team Men. If you're on Team Republican, it only needs to benefit Team Republican. If you're on Team America, it has to benefit all Americans. If you're on Team Human, it has to benefit both males and females. So that's why I loved her questions because I think the best, I can give my hardcore advice to benefit men, and I know without a shadow of a doubt,
I'm going to put you up on game. I reposted. I'm using this clip again. I used it before, but I'm going to use it again to emphasize a point. All right? And that point is that no woman is ever going to respect you if you are a simp, if you're a male cheerleader, if you're a female tampon. All right? This ain't no Andrew Tate type bullshit. This is real talk and whatnot. We are supposed to lead our female counterpart, okay? We're supposed to take the reins and lead. And this is regardless of anything they have to say about it, all right? This is regardless of that. A woman is looking for a man to be a leader, all right, without question, where he doesn't even have to say it. You should never have a conversation with a woman about who's in charge of anything because you're in charge of it. Your life. She wants to be a part of it. She has to come under your shingle. And that's bar none. Anything else and you're asking for it, okay? I want to be honest with you young kings out there and anybody else that might need to hear this and whatnot. Don't be a fan of your bitch. All right? I know it seems a little harsh. This is not a mantra of me doing a character or anything. I'm telling you the truth. Do not be a fan of your bitch because she's going to destroy you if you do that. All right? She's going to make your life a living hell. She's going to destroy your future. She's going to destroy your reputation. She's going to destroy your relationship with your family because they're going to see you for what you are. And that's a female tampon and shit if you become a fan of her. There's no negotiating, okay? Don't listen to any of that bullshit about partnership in a marriage. No woman is talking about partnership. They're talking about dominance. They want to treat you like an adult child. All right? That happy wife, happy life is a bunch of bullshit. The woman has no power over you unless you make a Faustian deal with her. Okay? That's exactly what it sounds like. The Faustian deal refers to, the fictional making a deal with the literal devil for something you want that turns out to be a monkey paw. This means it's not worth the trouble you went through to get it, i.e. your soul. All right, if you want to control your family, you want to steer your family destiny and shit, and be a man, then you can't be a fan of your bitch. Okay? You don't believe me? You can look the clips of Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen. She destroyed this man, this NBA player. He allowed her to wreak havoc in his life instead of putting her out on the street like an alley cat. All right, he should have. The first time he found out her shit was, whatever the fuck was going on, even if it's not legal, he should have had some men come over and pack up all her things and put it out in front of the house and whatnot, and put all her shit out there in front of the house. I would shell the house. If I had this means and resources, I would completely remodel the house after I got her out of there, and put all that shit out on the lawn. All right, with her underwear right on top of it. All right, Larsa Pippen made Scottie Pippen's life a living hell. I don't care what you think about the man, but he didn't have any decent people in his family that stepped to him and shit. We could talk about Russell Wilson, sorry. And his situation with Sierra, his wife is running roughshod. She's doing all this suspect shit. I don't find her really attractive at all. And even if I did, she's still out of pocket. All this twerking and doing all this crazy shit. I know she's a musician and that's all, but she's up in age. And this just looks messy. It looks messy and sloppy, and it reads bad on their union, okay? He's the man in the relationship. When she's doing all that shit, the first thing people do is look at him and make some kind of disparaging comment. She hasn't taken any of this into consideration. I'm sure she's thought about it and kept on doing what she was doing because, well, he let her do it. I'm not going to talk about the Smith family for obvious reasons. Not going to talk about it, but if I was Will Smith, Jada Pinkett would be in a living hell. She would be in a psychological hell. I would drag her from here to eternity and shit and back again, But, whatever. If I posted a video about that right now, it would just be like a fantasy video. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Yeah, I'll fuck her shit up, man. She'd be wrecked. You got Stephen Curry and Ayesha Curry, talking about how she desires the attention of other men and then drastically changing her physical appearance, to be more appealing to guys and shit, and just making a mockery of things. You got Stephen Curry's fucking mother, shaking her ass, rubbing her ass all over a guy in front of her husband, Dale Curry, who's standing there watching like an idiot, instead of just going home and doing what I said before, like just taking all her shit and putting it out in front of the house, just packing her bags. And furthermore, one of our esteemed content creators in the manosphere said that he should just shut up and pay her a check. And I disagree vehemently with that she deserves a check just for having children and shit. All right? She's raised at least one weak man and shit. Despite all his accomplishments, he's weak. All right? And just doing that shit, just her being in a lifestyle, she knows what to expect with that. She knows what she was getting herself into. She married for money, obviously, okay? She was fucking around behind his back with some white guy. Black women like to talk about how black men go after all these white guys and shit. White women when they get successful and shit. But nobody talked about that she was playing him since they were in college. She was fucking this football player and later coach or whatever, behind his back and shit for most of his marriage. And nobody got nothing to say about that. They just talked about how Stephen Curry was on her side. But I read that as Stephen Curry's wife, Ayesha Curry, told him he better be on her fucking side. Because, female tampon reasons. You want to be a cheerleader for your bitch, man? They gonna eat you, okay? They gonna eat your ass alive. It's pretty fucked up. And I could keep going down. I got so many, examples you can go through. You can even talk about the Maury family, the one twin that was married to the brother. I can't really care for that nigga that much. I'll say it later. Can't really care for him that much. It's not because he's begging her not to divorce him, but like she pulled the trigger on the marriage after having the 2 kids with him and everything, wasting his fucking time, wasting this man's fucking time. And then like she's getting messages of encouragement from her peers and other black women and shit. When she posting dance videos and all this shit on TikTok, and this motherfucker's sitting up eating a brick. He's eating a fucking brick, man. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, man. But like, that guy's like a MILF. He's a male cheerleader and shit. And I saw this shit where he was telling people to get out and vote. Stay woke, vote and stay woke. So I can't go that far out with him and shit. I'll stem my sympathies for his lost time, and only I would tell him that he needs to go for spousal support. He needs to make her pay him for those years. One way or another, he needs to make her pay him. Or I would like deliver the kids to her house. I would deliver those fucking kids to her house, wherever the fuck she lives, and leave them there. And let her call me to come pick them kids up. Like, oh, especially if she's on a date. If you want to act like Angela Bassett and shit, and then any of her fucked up movies from the 90s. When she's on a date with some nigga, just drop the kids there. Even if she's hooking up with a nigga in a motel, go to the motel and drop the kids at the front desk and tell them that that's Tia Murray's fucking kids and bone out. Men, you got to start getting your get back and shit. And when they waste your time and shit, if the chick is a woman of means, you got to get that spousal support and everything. There's nothing bitch made about this. It's about getting your money back, getting your time back. If she's gonna play psychological games and shit, the only thing you can do is gray rock her and shit. If she persists in remaining in your life at the upending it and shit, then she reaps what she sows and whatnot. And it's pretty fucked up. You got a chick putting her hands on you, better document that shit ad nauseum, okay? And I mean, you need to file a police report every fucking time with the video and submit video and everything to get a paper trail on their fucking ass. If the police refuse to do anything about it, you can pursue a lawsuit against them. All right? And to take it public. And you post that shit on social media with her name and everything. That's not revenge porn. And talk to your lawyer before you do that. So, getting back to the original guy at hand. If you want to be a female's tampon, if you want a woman to just literally wipe her ass with your face, to just wipe her ass with you and shit, not give a fuck about you, treat you like toilet paper or dingleberry on the bottom of a public bathroom stall, then you can follow this nigga's advice right here. But I would tell you, young kings, because I give a shit, please don't be this nigga.